Coming up on this episode of the Talking Mac podcast, we're going over my top 10 tricks for Mac OS 10.5 Leopard. This is one you will definitely not want to miss, so stay tuned. Hello everybody! Haven't talked to you in a minute. Welcome to the Talking Mac podcast. Let's go ahead and set a few things straight before we dive into my top 10 tricks for Leopard. Macworld, January the 14th through the 18th, 2008. We're going to be doing a live show. We need to know when you guys would like to, what time you would like to do it. Now, I am on the East Coast down in Atlanta. So, we need to know what time you would like to do it. Give us your local time standard. And leave it in the comments. I'll leave the comments open for you. So leave them down there and leave us your local, what time you would like to do it. So we're going to do it every single day. And this is National Podcast Month, November. So we're doing a podcast like we always do every week. We're always talking Mac, our top 10 Leopard tricks. And go ahead and check out our YouTube group, www.youtube.com/group/talking Mac. Go ahead and join that group. You can talk in our forums. You can upload some videos and put them on that group. So go ahead and join that as well. So yeah, leave the comments down below about Macworld. January 14th through the 18th, 2008 is going to be exciting. We need to set a time. We're going to have a live show with chat and everything else. So that's going to be great. So let's go ahead and dive into our top 10 Leopard tricks. Okay. So this first one is these first couple of ones are if you're upgrading from Tiger to Leopard. You want to back up first. Time Machine may or may not turn out to be everything you want in a backup program. So, but even if you're going to have a full Time Machine backup after you upgrade, don't forget to back up your Mac first. Your best bet is to make a bootable duplicate to an external hard drive using a program like Super Duper. And not only does it provide insurance in case something goes wrong, with your upgrade, it lets you use the cleaner and safer erase and install method, at the end of which the Leopard installer can migrate your data, applications, and all of your files. So what I'm basically saying is, use Super Duper, make a bootable duplicate, just in case when you erase and install Leopard, your hard drive goes corrupt and you can't use it again. You can go ahead and boot up from your external hard drive until you get your internal hard drive fixed. That's all we're saying. Safety precautions. Have you ever heard of them? Alright, step number 2, go ahead and update your third-party software first. Some of your favorite third-party applications and utilities, they already have been updated for Leopard compatibility. Now, we're not going to get into why the heck Apple did not go ahead and send out the Leopard release beta to the developers before it released to us, but whatever. So, it may have already been updated for Leopard compatibility, but it's worth going through your software and checking for any such updates before running the Leopard installer. Go ahead and update things like plugins for Safari and Mail or any other system enhancements they may hack your system in 2 ways Apple doesn't officially sanction. That's a great tip. Now, when you're installing from Tiger to Leopard, and you want to cut down on some of the space, some of the required gigabytes, it's like 11 gigs. You want to cut that down a bit. And Tiger, if you wanted the 40 or so additional foreign languages fonts installed, you had to ask for them especially during the installation process, or try to find them later. Now, why would you care if your foreign language skills don't include Chinese, Thai, or Tibetan? Many of the Asian fonts have wonderful Roman-based characters, such as numbers up to 100 and letters in circles, squares, and rounded rectangles. If you speak English, you're listening to this podcast, if you speak English and you don't speak another language, let's go ahead and get rid of those fonts. Get rid of them. You don't need them, Cut down on the space. Leopard, however, includes all the fonts by default. We're only like 3 down, and we got a lot more to go. Coming up on the Talking Mac podcast, we'll be right back after this commercial break. We got all the other 7 of our tips and tricks for Leopard Top 10. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm the host of the Talking Mac podcast. Now, I love myself some blogs, especially Apple News and rumor blogs. Now, where do I go to get my fix on a good Apple News and rumor blog? I go to the Mac Insider blog at www.macinsider.tk. Now, they keep me up to date on Mac news and rumors. Stuff that I can simply just cannot go without every day. So go to www.macinsider.tk. What's up? Welcome back to the Talking Mac podcast. Let me cut out of some of that music so we can go ahead and get back to what we were talking about. We're talking about opt-out for those additional fonts that come with Leopard that are included by default. So if you don't want, the font menus cluttered or the chore of removing the extras manually, go ahead and decline the fonts during the installation process. Choose your installation method, and then on the installation summary screen, click Customize in the custom install pane that appears. Uncheck additional fonts in the list of options. Whew. They're redoing roads here in Atlanta, and I hear the noise. But let's focus on Leopard. Let's go ahead and, we're going to reconsider Spotlight. Now, in Tiger, many users found Spotlight a disappointment. It failed to find files, invisible files didn't work, and the interface for dealing with the files was just plain weird. Leopard fixes all of this, and there are only two Spotlight interfaces. There is the Spotlight menu, and there's the Finder search window. What am I saying? So go ahead and reconsider Spotlight. You can even do simple calculations in there. I'm not going into all of it right now. I guess I can do extra shows for that. But go ahead and reconsider Spotlight. Now, the next one, number 5, is welcome your guests to Mac. When your friends or family want to use your Mac just for a minute to check email, to surf the web, or to play a game, you can do something more safely now by letting them log on into a new guest account in Leopard. This account, which recreates a virgin home folder each time it is activated. Folks should not know this. On Windows, when you create a guest account, all of the files, or somebody leaves them on the desktop or wherever, are still there. But on the Mac, in Leopard, once you recreate, every time your guest account is logged out and logged back in, it is virginized. It is clean. The home folder is emptied. So every guest gets their own Leopard experience without snooping their eyes in your private stuff. Okay? So, go ahead and do that guest account. I'm about running out of time, so let's go ahead and skip a few there. Let's change your dock and menu bar. I got a cool program for you. LeoColorBar lets you take control of your Leopard menu bar and dock. The link will be to the right-hand side of the viewing screen in the show notes. That is our download of the day, LeoColorBar, or whatever, how the heck you say it. The link is over to the right in the show notes. Number 9. Use Safari. Switch Safari. Let go of Firefox. Camino. Go to Safari. Safari is great. It renders web pages faster than any browser that I've ever used. And this means sacrificing some of Firefox plugins and extensions, but the trade-off is worth it. Even if Safari didn't enable you to create your own widgets, you can create your own widgets with Safari. So go ahead, switch over to Safari. It's fast. You can create your own widgets, and it's just a much better experience. Something created by Apple for an Apple machine. I'm really running out of time here. Last one, number 10. Become a space cadet. You'll get the hang of using spaces right away. Go ahead and take Safari, put it in one, put all of your communications applications in one space, and put your entertainment applications in another. I will have a clear space for anything just when I want to just quickly get out something that I'm going to close in a second. All right, everybody. Remember, leave a comment below. We're going to have a live Talking Mac podcast show every day at Macworld 2008, January 14th through the 18th. Leave the time that you would like for it to happen below in the comments and join the Talking Mac group, youtube.com/group/TalkingMac. We'll see you next time. Join us every week right here where we are always Talking Mac. Bye-bye.